I've got no time for things like that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I couldn't get away with that.
How are things?
Ah, a new face here on the farm. Has the old skinflint finally granted me an apprentice?
I'm not an apprentice.
Oh, I see. I'm not as young as I used to be, you know, and I've been waiting for a replacement for years. You aren't here because the neighbors are annoyed, are you?
What's the work you do here?
Oh, I guard the sheep, and I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. The animals are very loyal and very smart, you see. If you treat them well, they'll follow you for a lifetime.
What's the trouble with your neighbors?
The grass on this side of the big field is always so stunted and dry, so I mostly go to the big pastures of the other farmers. Ooh, the landowner doesn't mind, but Bengar, the farmer on the high pastures, always makes a big deal out of it when I take the animals up there. He says Sekab should pay if I take his animals onto Bengar's pasture, but Sekab won't spend a measly coin for that, so I can't go up onto the plateau anymore.
Maybe I should talk to Bengar.
You do that for me? What will you tell him? I mean, I don't want any trouble, you hear?
We'll see about that. Where can I find the high pastures in Bengar's farm?
Follow this path and cross the big crossroad. If you stick to the right, you'll see a big outcropping of rock. Behind that, to the right, are the high pastures and the pass.
Everything else all right?
Oh, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
Well, kiddo?
That's no way for a farmhand to talk to me. Just how often do I have to remind you?
Are you in charge here?
No, I'm only Sekup's son. But once my old man is no longer with us, then all the land you can see here will belong to me.
Amazing. Is that how you always treat your field workers?
Of course, they need that. Whoever doesn't toe the line here gets thrashed. That's the way it goes.
I need to talk to your father.
He hasn't got time. But I'm his deputy. What can I help you with?
By introducing me to your father.
You're a real tough guy and a good fighter, huh?
The best.
I think maybe I better get him then.
Never mind, boy. I'll find him, I'm sure.
If you say so.
So what do you do when you're not busy playing ruler of the farm?
Stand guard. The filthy militiamen from the city are coming onto our land more and more often and stealing everything they can get their hands on. Only last week the bastards were here, and they took some of our sheep. If I could get my hands on one of them, I'd make short work of him.
But of course. Why don't the mercenaries help you against the militia?
Before they even turn up, I've already driven them off.
Has anyone blown your nose for you today?
Leave me alone, you idiot.
Has anyone blown your nose for you today?
Leave me alone, you idiot.
So where are we headed then?
Are you the foreman here?
I'll give you one upside the head, you rascal. If you want to go ambling across my land, you'll pay me 5 gold coins, or you're in for a good thrashing.
Your land? Are you the farmer here?
You can bet on that. Why else would I make you pay me a toll? I don't mind if you go ask the others about me.
Forget it. You won't get anything from me.
Then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to tan your hide.
Come on and try it then.
Well, in that case...
Can't rely on that.
That's all just gossip.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
round.
Wait a minute.
How's it going?
You're not one of us, huh? I'd get out of here if I were you.
Why?
This wasn't a paradise before, but at least we were left in peace as long as we did our work for Sekob. But lately it's become unbearable. Bandits are everywhere, field raiders destroy the entire harvest, and the landowner is getting to be pretty brutal.
Tell me that isn't true.
Are you afraid of the landowner then?
You bet. If the landowner doesn't like people's faces, he sends his mercenaries after him, and that's the last you see of them. So we prefer to keep our mouths closed.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Shouldn't the mercenaries take care of the field raiders?
I don't know what they're being paid for, but certainly not to help us common people. The field raider problem is left to the small farmers who rent the fields from him.
Can't rely on that.
How do you protect yourselves against the bandits?
We don't. We run away. What else?
I'm staying out of it.
Keep your chin up.
That's not so easy if you're working for Sekob, the slave driver.
Wait a minute.
I say that myself.
Keep your chin up.
That's not so...
He really said that.
Same old thing all over again.
I never knew that.
What? Maybe I should talk to Bengar.
You do that for me? What will you tell him? I mean, I don't want any trouble, you hear?
We'll see about that. Where can I find the high pastures in Bengar's farm?
Follow this path and cross the big crossroad. If you stick to the right, you'll see a big outcropping of rock. Behind that, to the right, are the high pastures and the pass.
Everything. Are you? Is any
Leave.
So where
are you? You forget it. You won't get.
then I'm a...
Come on and try it then.
Well, in that case...
So are you? Come on and.
Well,
Are you
For that.
Come-
Well. Don't you try that again.
So, still got that big mouth?
Don't beat me, please. I'll even go back to work, okay?
Wait a minute.
So,
You won't go fetch those mercenaries, huh? Don't beat me, please. I'll even go back to work.
hello, beautiful maid.
Stop trying to sweet-talk me, boy, and tell me what you want. I'm busy.
How's the field work coming?
Look at these huge fields we have to work, and you know how we're doing. Are you looking for farm work?
Maybe.
In that case, you should go and see our farmer Sekob, the old slave driver. Maybe he's got something for you. Of course, you could also try Onar's farm at the end of the long road. But beware of the mercenaries. They don't take to strangers.
Say, the nasty fellow over there.
That's Bronco. What about him?
Is that your farmer?
Ha! Is that what he told you? Sekob is our farmer. Bronco is nothing but a layabout and a good-for-nothing, but strong as an ox. That's why nobody says anything when he doesn't work. The only people who could get him to work are the mercenaries. He's afraid of them.
And apart from that?
I'm busy.
And apart from that?
I'm busy.
So?
You won't go fetch those mercenaries, huh? Don't beat...
exactly what I said. He should have known better.
You can't rely on that. I'm staying out of it.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
He should have known better. It's totally
I'm staying out of it. Essential thing, over again.
They all ran like
I couldn't care less.
Do you really think?
Tell me
Things are going to change that. That's
was no
totally
big deal.
obvious.
Tell me that isn't true.
You already know what I think.
Hey! Everything all right?
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer. I am very busy, so what do you want?
What are you doing here?
Well, the things a woodcutter and hunter usually do.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Interesting is well put. If you go deeper into the woods here, you'll run into some very evil fellows. They're about 10 feet tall, hairy, and in a really bad mood. So don't go there if you're not strong enough for them.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Here's the food you wanted.
Fantastic. And now,
Teach me how to hunt.
what do you want to learn? You remove the heart of the animal with a death cut in the chest. But it's usually only worth it with special animals or magical beings.
Teach me how to hunt.
What do you want to learn? When removing the teeth, you have to take special care that they don't break when they come away from the skull.
Teach me how to hunt.
What do you want to learn? The mandibles of a minecrawler or field raider have to be removed with a very strong metal lever. They are lodged very deeply in the animal's skull.
Teach me how to hunt.
What do you want to learn? Take off a shadow beast horn, brace yourself against the skull with all your might, pulling on the horn and cutting the thing out with a hard blade.
Teach me how to hunt.
I can't teach you anything you don't already know.
Better to watch out who you tell what.
He listened to the wrong people.
That'll only cause more trouble.
You're the farmer here?
You could say so,
That's been
but I'm really
a long
just a
time.
tenant. All the land here is owned by one big farmer.
I never knew
How
that.
do you make a living?
Mostly hunting and the wood we cut. Of
Nothing's
course,
ever gonna change
we
that.
also raise sheep and work the land. Onar saddles me with all these laborers, and I have to keep them busy somehow.
That'll
Only a
cause
few
more
of them are
trouble.
good hunters, you see.
It's a bad business.
Has anything strange happened around here lately?
That'll only cause
Many
more
strange
trouble.
things are happening these days, but none as strange as the mysterious disappearance of Pardos. He's one of my field workers, and certainly not the kind who would drop everything overnight and slink off just like that, you see.
I could have told you that before.
What exactly is so strange about his disappearance?
Hardly know who to
Pardos
believe
is
these
such a
days.
timid sort. The
That'll
furthest
only
he's
cause
ever
more
been
trouble.
from the farm is to the end of my fields. He would run away at the mere sight of a meat bug. Those things may not be pretty to look at, but you really couldn't call
telling
them
you anything new.
dangerous. They say there's people who eat them. Gross.
You get used to it.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Maybe he was simply fed up.
Working in the fields was his life. I cannot imagine him having gone to work for another farmer.
Differently.
With me, he could do whatever he wanted.
Any clues at all?
Wrong people.
I think those bandits must have dragged him off.
I feel sorry.
They've been roaming around this area for days now.
never
I
would've
once
thought of
saw
that
them drag a citizen of the town off to their camp. It looked like they were gonna make him a slave.
That's not what I heard.
Where is this bandit camp?
Why haven't I heard about
At the far end of my fields, some steps lead down to a small
can do about
hollow.
it.
That's where they have made themselves at home.
as if I didn't have
I'd
enough
like to go look for Pardos there, but there's no way I'm going up against those guys.
Myself.
And you would better give him a wide berth, too.
He should
They're not
know.
known for their sense of humor.
That's not what I heard.
You're employing day laborers?
Onar sends away the workers he can't use on his farm. Then he sends them to me. I feed them and they work here for me.
You never would have thought of
What
that.
do you think of Onar?
He's a greedy bastard who'll get us all hanged in the end. One of these days, the paladins will come out of the city and make us small farmers bleed for what he's doing here. But I haven't got a choice. The militiamen only come here to collect and not to defend the farm. If I held myself loyal to the city, I'd be very much on my own. At least Onar sends some mercenaries now and then to see how we're doing.
You already know what I think.
What have you got against the royal troops?
It's obvious. There hasn't been any improvement now that the paladins are in the city. Just the opposite. Now these cursed militiamen come onto our land even more often and steal everything they can. And the paladins don't do a darn thing about it. The only paladins that I've ever seen are the two guards at the pass.
That's nothing new.
They wouldn't budge an inch, even if the militia slaughtered us all.
I wouldn't have done that.
The pass?
Yeah, the pass to the old valley of mines by the waterfalls at the other end of the high pastures. Ask Malik about it. He was there a couple times last week.
I agree with you completely.
Balthazar the shepherd isn't allowed on your
Totally
pasture?
obvious.
Oh yeah, that story. I told him Sekob should pay me money if he wanted to lead the sheep into my pasture. To tell the truth, that's only harassment. I just can't stand Balthazar.
That's really not my problem.
That's totally obvious.
He never would have thought of that himself.
That's nothing new.
I never knew that.
And there's more, believe me.
Everything else all right?
Oh, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
There's this guy who demands a toll from every passerby, claiming he's the farmer.
Yes, I know. That's Bronco. He does whatever. Not that I haven't pounded it into him 1,000 times that he should finally get back to work.
But
He just doesn't do it. My father's quite annoyed with me that I still haven't managed to persuade him to go back to work.
maybe I can help you.
Do you mean that? Okay, listen. If you can get Bronco to go back to work, I'll pay you, shall we say, 10 gold pieces? What do you say?
No problem, but I want more money.
All right, 20 gold pieces then.
I want more.
30?
I want more.
Maybe 50?
I want more.
All right, 70?
I want more.
Okay, I'll give you 100 gold coins, but that's all I have.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
But hurry up about it.
Is it? Hey, you! Sir?
Don't beat me. I'll even go back to work.
Hey! Bronco's back at work.
Really? That's terrific.
Yeah, and now I want my cash.
Unfortunately, I don't have that much money, but I'm very grateful for your help.
Hey! You
Just go away.
Hey, you! Everything.
Oh, I can't.
Let's wait and see what happens.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Do you really think?
I agree with you completely.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Hey! Everything all right?
Yet another day laborer who doesn't know where to go? No problem. Talk with our farmer Bengar.
What are you doing here?
I'm the shepherd here. It's not exactly a demanding job, but now and then you really have to watch out, especially if you get too close to the pass.
What do you know about the pass?
Not much, just that it leads to the old Valley of Mines that was surrounded by the barrier until a few weeks ago. Back then, the only thing we farmers had to be afraid of was the monthly caravan that took all kinds of goods to the Valley of Mines. Those cutthroats often made life difficult for us out here.
Where can I find the pass to the old Valley of Mines?
Near the two waterfalls on the other side of the high pastures.
What is it they say about the Valley of Mines?
All sorts of things. Some of the boys say they've heard screams at night. Some have seen strange lights over the mountains. But if you ask me, it's all just old wives' tales.
Have you ever been to the Valley of Mines?
No, but I go near the pass once in a while. Then I always see those two paladins who stand around and keep watch. It looks like they're making sure that nothing comes out of the valley. Back then, the Valley of Mines was a natural prison. If you went in, you never came out again.
Tell me more about the paladins. How long have they been posted there?
A week or two, I suppose. I don't know exactly. Some time ago, there was even a whole troop of them that disappeared into the pass. Since then, I haven't seen them again.
I don't see any women here at all.
You got that right. This is a man's farm, so to speak. Works pretty well, I think.
Don't work too hard.
I'll try.
Hey, you! Don't work too hard.
I'll try.
Hey, you!
That's been known a long time.
Who said that?
Will it ever change?
I could have told you that before.
That's been known a long time.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Anything's possible.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Nothing's ever going to change that.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Do you really think?
I'm not telling you anything new.
You have to feel sorry for me.
Will it ever change?
As if I didn't have enough problems.
I've gone about it differently.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That was obvious all along.
Do you really think?
Hey, you!
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy. It's totally obvious.